Hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing fine. Welcome to my English class. Today we'll be learning about a very interesting topic. So I want you all to recognize this place. You can pause the video and recognize it, and you can write it in your notebook. Okay, so you all might have guessed it correctly. This is a bank. So all of you at some point or the other might have visited the bank. And the main reason that we visit the bank is to deposit the cash. So if you can see on your screen, this is a cash deposit slip. Over here, you can see the date, the account number. These are the basic details that you need to fill in. The same over here. And if you can see, if you could observe over here, this is a cash deposit column. The slip, once we fill it, we just have to give the slip along with the currency to the accountant, and the accountant will deposit the same in our bank. So just like the cash deposit slip, we also have a cash withdrawal slip. And over here you can see an example of the cash withdrawal slip. You just have to write the name of your name of the account holder, the date, the account details, and the few details over here, just like the amount that you're withdrawing. And if you're withdrawing the cash for yourself, then it would be pay to self or some other person's name with your mobile number. So once you fill this, you just have to give this to the accountant, and the accountant will withdraw the cash and hand it over to you. And with this, we've seen that there are different type of slips, and we've studied only two of them right now, but there are many more slips. And with everything being online now, it is easier to transact in a bank. So with this, you might have guessed our chapter, what we are going to study today, and it's related to a bank and a person who visits the bank for some reason, and we'll see why he visits the bank. The chapter that we will be studying today is my financial career. When I go into a bank, I get rattled. The clerks rattle me, the wickets rattle me, the sight of the money rattles me, everything rattles me. The moment I cross the threshold of a bank, I am a hesitating jay. If I attempt to transact business there, I become an irresponsible idiot. I knew this beforehand, but my salary had been raised to $50 a month, and I felt that the bank was the only place for it. So, as you can see, this person that we assume is our narrator is visiting the bank. But when he visits the bank, he gets rattled. Everything inside the bank rattles him. Whenever he's crossing the threshold, like for example, whenever he's entering the bank, he feels that he's a hesitating jay. And if he transacts business over there, he's an irresponsible idiot. But the main reason that he entered the bank is because his salary was raised to $50 a month. So as we all know, this story might have been written a long time back. That's why $50 a month was a big amount then. And the narrator thought that this is the only place, the bank is the only place why he should visit the bank, is because his salary was increased. And he feels that the bank is the safe place to keep his salary, to deposit his salary. What is the meaning of rattle and rattled? As we saw there, the two words, one is rattle and the other one rattled, was used in the uh, paragraph. So when the narrator is visiting the bank, he gets rattled, and everything inside him, inside the bank, makes him rattled. So rattle is nothing but nervous. So the narrator, when he is visiting the bank, is nervous, and rattled is nothing but to make someone nervous. As you can see in the picture, the man is rattled. The man is nervous. So whenever the narrator is visiting the bank, he is getting nervous to transact business over there. But as being said, his salary was increased to $50 a month. Even though he was nervous, he was trying to transact business over there. He was trying to deposit the amount in his bank account. Now, I want you all to pause this video and make the sentence with the word rattled. As we saw what rattled means, rattled is to make someone nervous. So please pause this video and write down, make a sentence of your own with the word rattled in your notebook. Okay, so I hope everyone has made the sentence and written down in their notebook. The next word that we'll be learning is J. As we saw in the paragraph, the hesitating J. J is nothing but a person who talks foolishly, a person who does not know when he's talking, what he's talking, and sometimes he's silly when he's talking. So he was not on his own when he's talking, the narrator, and he was scared, he was rattled. Obviously, that's why he feels that he was a hesitating J. So the same activity for the word. You guys have to pause the video and make a sentence with J. As you all know, the hesitating J means nothing but a person who talks foolishly. So quickly pause this video and make a sentence with J. Hope everyone is ready with their sentences. Great. Moving ahead. So I shambled in and looked timidly around the clerks. I had an idea that a person about to open an account must needs consult the manager. I went up to a wicket marked accountant. The accountant was a tall, cool devil. The very sight of him rattled me. My voice was sepulchral. "Can I see the manager?" I said, and added solemnly, "Alone." I don't know why I said alone. "Certainly," said the accountant, and fetched him. I want all of you to pause the video and read the paragraph that I just read silently. Okay? Great. So as you can see here, as he visited the bank, the narrator was rattled, was nervous. But he wanted to open an account to deposit the salary that he had earned, the $50 that he had earned, which according to him was a huge amount. So once he entered the bank and he thought to open the account, he thought that the person who is about to open the bank should meet the manager. So he walked up to a person named accountant. He saw the wicket over there. He saw a board over there. Wicket means a board over there that the accountant was written. And he visited that person and he said that he wanted to see the manager alone. And even he was second guessing. Why did he say alone? But the accountant, being a nice person, doing his job properly, he said certainly. And he got the manager for the narrator. In this paragraph, we can see three bank employees that were named in this paragraph: the clerk, the accountant, and the manager. We shall now see who the bank employees really are. So a clerk is a person employed in an office or bank to keep records, accounts, and undertake other routine administrative duties. So when we visit the bank, we see a lot of employees. Those employees are clerks. They do all the work that have been assigned to them. They undertake the routine administrative duties and the accounts. They keep records. So this is everything that a clerk does. The second employee being the accountant. The narrator visited the accountant and he said that he wanted to see the manager. So an accountant is nothing but a person whose job is to keep, inspect, and analyze financial accounts. So accountant being a person who sees all the accounts of the bank or of the company. He looks after the accounts. He inspects, who keeps the records, and who analyzes the financial accounts. And the manager, lastly, manager is a person responsible for controlling or administrating an organization or group of staff. So manager is the person who looks after the staff, who looks after the administration, who looks if the employees are doing their work correctly. Also, the manager is responsible for controlling the branch, to control the office, isn't it? So we saw the clerk, the accountant, and the manager. As you can see, the person in the photo might be a clerk or an accountant, isn't it? So whom did the narrator meet to open the bank account? You might have guessed it correctly. The narrator met the manager to open the bank account. So before we go ahead, I have a small video for you all. The video is about the history of banking.
Bank, a term that has become an integral part of our lives. From saving money, booking online tickets, taking a loan, to any other money-related operations. Banks have become the bridge that connect us with money. But how did they come into existence all of a sudden? Let's turn over the pages of banking history. The first banking system was started in Italy. In the Middle Ages, Italians used to carry out their commercial trading and transactions sitting on a bench. In Italian, the word banco refers to a bench. With the intervention of many clients and customers, the word banco underwent changes and became bank. Technically, banking system was started right in the Paleolithic age with the advent of barter system. People exchanged and traded goods they already had for things they needed. It was beneficial up till the point when people felt that they required a common commercial tool for trading. As gold was commonly used by everyone, people started using gold coins as a trading tool, which led to the birth of banks. The inception of banks was mainly due to two kinds of people, the merchants and the goldsmiths. The traditional banking system was initiated through the concept of safe deposits. When the merchants traveled all over the world, they needed a place to safeguard their gold coins. Hence, they approached the goldsmiths to store these surplus gold in their safety vaults. This is how safe deposits came into existence. When the money was idle in the safety vault, the goldsmiths started lending it to people, earning an interest from it. They also gave a part of the profit to the merchants as an incentive, encouraging them to deposit more gold coins with him. This paved way for the savings bank or deposit scheme in the later stages and is still considered to be one of the safest investment plans. These can be rightly called the stepping stones to the conventional banking system. The world's first bank is the Bank of St. George in Italy, which was founded in 1407, whereas Monte dei Paschi is the oldest surviving bank since its inception in 1472. With technological advancement, the whole banking process is now confined to small mediums like computers and mobiles, which have made banking a simpler process. Just a click on your computer, and you're into the money world in no time.
Wasn't it an interesting video? We came to know the history of banking and how the bank started, isn't it? Okay, so now it's time to put on our thinking caps. I have three questions for you all, and as you can see, the three questions are on the screen. I want you all to open your notebooks and write down the answers to the question. I'll read one question one by one. Why did the narrator visit the bank? The first question is, why did the narrator visit the bank? How much was the narrator's salary? How much was the narrator's salary? And the third question is, why did the narrator meet the manager? I'll repeat, why did the narrator meet the manager? Okay, so please pause the video and write down the answers in your notebook. Great. And another quiz, an interesting quiz I have for you all. I'll be sharing this link in the description box. You'll have to solve this puzzle. The puzzle is based on the chapter that we've done till now. It's a crossword puzzle, and once you open the link, all the instructions will be given over there. So this link is there in the description box. And the last but not the least, your homework for today is, without reading the further chapter, complete the story based on your own thought. Okay, so till now we've seen that the narrator has reached the bank. He is rattled, he is nervous, and he does not know what to speak. And he is about to open the bank account. And we all know why did he open the bank account? Because his salary was raised to $50 a month. Okay, so once he visited the bank, he enters the bank and he goes to the accountant and he asked the accountant to meet the manager. The narrator wanted to meet the manager. Why? Now you have to write the answer. Okay, so till now we've seen the story. I want you all to complete the story on your own. You think what will be the end, but you are not allowed to read the further. Okay, so I hope you all complete the lesson. In the next class, we'll continue with the chapter. Thank you so much.